Hi everybody, it's Easter Saturday and I was trying to figure out what I was going to have for Easter dinner. This is going to be an unusual Easter for me, probably the first time ever that I will be alone. But you know, I'm never alone because you guys are always right there and my family's very close and I'm sure we're going to do some Zooming and we're all eating our dinners in different houses. So weird for Italians. But anyway, I'm going to make some lasagna. So let me start with my ingredients and what I have so far. So down here it's pretty weird. It's pretty hard to find real whole milk ricotta, but I've got a couple of pounds of it here. I've got a couple smaller ones, whole milks here. I did have some marinara sauce in the freezer. I'm going to add a little bit of ground meat to that. I've got 3 eggs. I've got some fresh mozzarella. I've got some whole milk mozzarella that I'm gonna have to grate, which is not a big deal. And then, gee, what am I gonna do for my cheeses? Well, I've got shredded low moisture part skin mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, asiago, and Romano cheese. I think I might have just a smidge of Romano cheese left in my freezer or my refrigerator that I can use. And then some Barilla lasagna noodles. I've already got my water starting to boil and my noodles sitting there on the counter waiting for me. So I'm gonna get that done first, and those are the only ones that I could find. I'm not really a big fan on the ones that you don't cook, unless I'm making them fresh from homemade. So I'll see you soon when we get to the next step. Hi everybody, I'm back and I'm ready to show you how to assemble this lasagna. First of all, I have got my ground meat cooking right now, and it's all the way cooked down. Put a little salt, a little pepper, and now I'm gonna put a little bit of red wine in honor of maybe Julia Childs, maybe just being Italian, maybe just whatever. Let that cook up for a few minutes while I'm doing the next step, which is gonna be mixing my ricotta. So I'm going to turn this up just a little bit because I want to cook off some of that wine. All right, in my ricotta, I have going to be putting in 3 eggs right now. I usually do 1 egg per pound. I've got 3 pounds of ricotta in here, but I will see how it looks as I keep going because, like I said, this is a different type of ricotta. It's not like what I'm used to. It's kind of I don't know, very creamy. It's like it's been whipped. Yeah, not the same kind that we have back in Chicago and New York and all those lovely places where we have good ricotta. So I'm going to beat this a little bit more. And as you can see, it's very, very creamy. And the eggs will definitely help to bring this together. And I think 3 eggs is going to be plenty. There you go. And I'm not going to season this really with any salt because the cheeses are pretty salty to begin with. The sauce has got salt in it, so I think we're good. So I'm going to put some of that yummy Kraft cheese in here. Yeah, we won't tell you what I really think of it should be called. I'm sure you guys can figure that out. All right, maybe I'm gonna finish off this package because believe me, I don't know what else to do with it. So it is going in the bowl and it's getting mixed up. Very good. All right. So in the meantime, I cooked my lasagna noodles for 8 minutes. I drained them, then I ran cold water over them, and then I put them in a pan with a little bit of cold water in it to keep them separated. And no, I did not put oil in my water. I did put a little bit of salt in there when they were cooking. All right, I think we got this good. All right, I've got my mozzarella. I did not shred it. I cut it. I sliced it in slices. I also sliced my fresh mozzarella. I am going to put some parsley in here, something I usually don't do, but I have some parsley and I need to use it up. I'm not a big parsley girl in raviolis and in these type of things. But you know what? It's Easter. The color looks awesome. Let's color it up. It's my addition to the Easter colors. All right, we're good here. Everything looking good. All right, nice big bowl of ricotta. All right, so here we go. That's my oven telling me I'm hot. I'm gonna take my sauce that I had in the freezer and I'm gonna take it out, and it's still a little bit frozen, but this will go real quick. Add a little bit of water to this and put it in. I got a second one. Okay, good deal. All right, so here's what we have. I need my sauce to get back to where I have sauce, and it's defrosted. It'll cook down for a little bit. Then we'll come back and we will assemble our lasagna. Okay, so now I'm ready to start assembling my lasagna, and I'm going to start with getting a few scoops of my sauce into the bottom of my pan. And I'm using an aluminum pan, and I hate it, but I honestly don't know where my pans are because it's only been a couple of months since I moved back into my house. So I'm gonna do it this way. And since I'm giving them away, I'm gonna take them out anyway and wrap them, and we'll be fine. So a little funny story about my sauce that I took out of the freezer. The one was a little bit darker than the other one, and I thought to myself, geez, I wonder what's wrong with this sauce. Why does it look that I really have two marinara sauces in there? Well, I did and I didn't. I had one was a vodka sauce. So now we have vodka and wine in my sauce, but you know what? It'll be just fine. I put 4 across the bottom. I'm gonna really fill this up with my ricotta mixture, like so. Just plop it into place, smooth it out a bit. Maybe one more scoop, and then we'll get this smoothed out. This is where I'm gonna put my slices of the mozzarella. Now, you know, I said, okay, I have a vodka sauce in here, and I also have some wine in my sauce now. But when I've made lasagna in the past, I've done everything from putting bechamel on the bottom to layers of noodles and, you know, red sauce and bechamel. So, you know what? It's all about layering flavors, and I'm not afraid of it. So now I'm going to put my mozzarella on here. I mean, this is going to be one creamy, crazy lasagna. And then I'm going to hit it with a little bit more sauce next. Okay. I also am going to cook this today, and then I'm going to cool it, and I'm going to cut it into sections and be able to distribute this to people that can then reheat it. Oh, that sauce smells great for having all that stuff in there. All right. We're good, 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 good. All right, another layer of my noodles. And you can see these noodles are coming right out of the pan very easily. Just a little bit of cold water in there. Again, I didn't mess with oil. You don't have to do the oil thing. Not necessary. When you're cooking your lasagna noodles, if you keep moving the water and keep moving the noodles, they're not going to stick. All right, another layer. Top of here. Okay, very good. Cover this totally with our yum, 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 yum. Nice layer of the ricotta cheese. And this is a little flimsy, this pan, so when I put it in the oven, I'm going to double it up with another one of these pans, probably the pan that I have sitting there. More of the cheese. Yeah, this won't be lacking any cheese, that's for sure. And actually, this one is also going to get some of the, there you go. I'm going to put some more sauce on top. And this does not take a long time whatsoever to do. And you're going to spread it out, spread it out. That nice meat. I'm not a carnivorous person anymore. I've actually been a vegetarian since last August, but I may have to indulge in a little bit of this. All right, we're going to put our final layer on top. And you're wondering why I have this fresh mozzarella? Well, this is why. I like putting that on the very top. So I'm gonna get a nice scoop of my sauce on here. And yum, yum, yum. All right. Got the sauce going, we're good. We're gonna finish it with the fresh mozzarella on top. I might spread it out with some other of the other two because I'm gonna make another tray, a smaller one, actually in a bread pan because I'm gonna have some extra. And so we'll do it this way. All right, everybody. This should give us enough cheese, enough lasagna, enough good tasting stuff. I'm gonna finish it with some of this really not my favorite cheese either, but it's the best I can do for Parmesan Romano. And we're going to put that in the oven. And we're gonna let it cook covered. So I gotta go back and I'm gonna cover it up and I'll be right back to show you what happens next. Okay, it's time to put these into the oven. I actually made a second pan because I had extra ingredients because I should have had a little bit bigger pan for what I was doing. And I made it in one of my bread pans. So it's actually got 4 layers. So it's got 8 of the strips of the lasagna noodles and then it just keeps layering the same way. So I'm going to put both of these covered with aluminum foil into my oven that's at 375 degrees. We're gonna cook it for 30 minutes with the cover on. And I'm gonna put them both on the same shelf. Okay, then after 35 minutes, I will take the cover off. I'll take a look at it and I'll let it cook probably for about another 15 minutes with the cover off. Once I take it out of the oven, I'll be back and show you what happens. Okay, everybody, we've got it done. Now make sure when you do this that you put a pan underneath. Lasagna has a way of creating, whether it's regatta sometimes is too soft like mine was, a lot more moisture and a lot more liquid than you're anticipating. But this is great, this is awesome. This will be just fine. Now you never serve your lasagna until you wait at least 15 minutes or maybe even more. Otherwise you will have total mush coming out of the pan. That will not be my case in this instance. I will be giving this to people tomorrow, so I'll be plating this tonight and putting in containers and delivering it. Buona Pasqua, everybody. Okay, so we've got our lasagna ready, and I just want to say a quick note on what we're going through right now. This morning it was brought to my attention, however, I wish I would have expressed it originally, but I didn't, that this time is a gift. I've been really thinking about that a lot. It's a special time. It's a time for all of us to rest, something that most of us never do. It's also a time for us to reflect on our lives and what's important and what's not important. And then when we're ready to get back to normal, whatever that is, we'll be ready to restart. Enjoy this time with your family. I know it's crazy hectic, but it is when we're in our normal place. So God bless you all. Have a very happy Easter. And those that you are celebrating Passover, I love you all. So thank you for coming to my house today. And thank you for letting me into yours. And God bless. Ciao, ciao.